Hello.
I know. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name's Lainey, and this is the Banish bin. It's also Big Girls Read Do Cry. I've been doing videos for the other channel, so I was thinking to myself, I bet you end up come on and you're going, it's Lainey Reacts, and then I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. But I didn't. I didn't. Anyway, so my special guest this week is the lovely Josh over here, who's especially had a haircut for us as well.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like pushing the boat out and everything. Um, but yeah, Josh has his own channel. I have linked it below. If you're not subscribed, why the hell not? The link is in the description, like I said. So please go over and subscribe. It's I was confused because I was like, when I was writing it out earlier, has it changed or am I just because it was was it JD networking before or has it never been networking?
It is what? Hang on. What is my YouTube? Yeah, JD Network
If
Reselling,
you
isn't
know
it?
what,
JD
right?
Network Reselling.
Yeah, but was it networking before or was I just imagining
I
that?
think it's just network.
Yeah, it is. It is now, but I thought you might have changed it like at some point, and that's why I was confused.
Maybe I want to change my name again, so I might. I don't know. It's all
Oh,
higgity piggity.
you want to change it again?
Yeah, I just think JD Network Reselling just doesn't really do a lot. It's just a bit meh. Maybe
Hmm.
um, just JD Reselling because that's my initials then or something. Get rid of the network.
Yeah. But then
I'm not
that you
sure.
were doing other things as well, though, before, weren't you?
Yes.
So I suppose it made sense to have that in because,
Yeah, I want
like,
like a network of businesses.
yeah,
Hence why the network's in the name.
yeah,
JD
right.
Pyrex, that's a very good one.
Pyrex. It's different. Okay, so well, if anyone hasn't seen the Banish Bin before, it's basically a bit like Room 101. If you don't know what Room 101 is, it's basically like I'm just going to say basically like on every time at the minute. So it's kind of I've give Josh 8 different categories. He has to pick 3 things from each category that he wishes to banish. It's all a bit, it's just for fun, bit of a joke and a place to get your rant on, I suppose.
You
Something like that.
say
Anyway,
8, you only gave me 6.
did I?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8.
I'm sure the message only had 6. I've got drinks, things people do, places, food, things
Things people
people
say.
say, and celebs.
Hmm. I'm just going back to check the message just because. Yeah, there's
I might have
8.
missed.
Drinks, things people do, places, things people say, food, things people wear, celebrities, and random mix.
Oh, sorry, I do. I have 7, and then I'll make up the try. Ignore me. It's me being silly.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
I apparently can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will get to it in a minute.
Well, I mean, if you we can do it whichever way. If you've got 6, we'll do 6, and yeah,
That's fine.
whatever. Um, right. I'm going to say hello to the people in the chat. So we'll get at the top. Um, Lex, hello Lex. She was shouting Barney, which is your dog, isn't it?
Yep.
Who's in the picture on here? Very cute he is. Um, and then hi Laura, hi Antoinette, hi Joan, hi Craig. Craig's only here for the dog, he said. And then he put jokes. Um, where am I? Hi Sean. Hi Sylvia. Uh, Lex wants you to banish uncomfortable bras. Um, hi Sharon. Hi Jordan. Hi Adrian. Hi Steve. Hi, Ashley. Lex put, Josh has a channel? Question mark, question mark. Hi, Maggie. Where? Hi, Dodo. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Ian. Hi, Ali. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Rebecca. It's getting longer to get through everybody's name. You like just scrolling. Hi, Richard. Someone is going to have to think on the spot. Maybe.
I'm good at that. I'm good at that. That's fine.
Lex said, he's so pretty. Now she's also put, banish my bra, Josh. Does that mean you have to take it off right straight away if he does that? Like, just, instantly? This could be a whole different banishment.
Yeah. Is it late enough to start taking bras off?
Well,
When's the watershed from the Laney show?
there isn't one.
Oh.
Hey, hi, KP. Right, I think I'm there. I think, hi, Jilly. Right, yeah, I'm at the bottom. Okay, we'll get started. So the first category was drinks.
Okay, am I giving all three at once or going through one by
No,
one?
just go through, say whatever it is that you don't like. The reason you want to banish it, and then we'll move on from there.
Okay, so the first drink, I think everyone has an alcoholic drink they really don't like, and it brings back bad memories of really drunk nights.
Yeah.
And mine is Tequila Rose, which is a strawberry cream liqueur.
Oh.
And that makes me not happy. It smells vile, it tastes vile. No, never again will I ever drink that.
Yeah. I've never heard. I've heard of tequila. So I'm
it's
guessing
like a strawberry Baileys, but like a little bit thicker, maybe.
Oh.
So it's like really creamy, but it's got a really strong fake strawberry taste. I'm sure it's called Tequila Rose or Tequila Rosé or something like that.
I can imagine that be quite sickly.
Oh, there you go. Craig said it's like strawberry milkshake. It's horrible.
Oh.
Get me a bottle of it for Christmas.
Flex. Okay. So your second choice?
Any drink with licorice in. I do not know who decided to put licorice in tea or what else is going, like smoothies, like energizing drinks. No. Ugh.
Licorice drinks. I'm gonna write. All right.
No
apart from Pernod, which I know has licorice. Well, not licorice. It's aniseed, isn't it? But
aniseed.
People associate. Yeah, people associate that with licorice for whatever reason. I've never heard of any drinks that has like a licorice taste. But then again, I don't drink all like the fancy teas or out like that, so I probably wouldn't have noticed. But yeah, I like licorice, but I probably wouldn't like that.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah,
people seem to like it, and yeah.
It's very weird.
Then my third one. There's feedback. Is it from me or you?
I can't hear it.
Oh, I can.
I don't
Maybe
know.
Chat can say.
I don't know if anyone else hear any feedback. I can't hear it. Josh has an echo. Stephen said it too. They can hear it, but I can't. It's you, Josh. I'm just going to move my mic back just in case I'm causing it.
It's me echoing, I know, but I don't know if it's coming from Lainey's laptop into her microphone.
Yeah, I've just moved my mic back to see if that helps, but and I could...
Testing.
Anyone?
It's a bit better.
Right, hopefully it's okay. So the last one...
I don't know how to describe it, but I've put bottled smoothies. I don't like the taste of them. I don't like the texture. They smell vile, and it has to go in the bin.
So it's only bottled smoothies. So I'm saying if you made it yourself, you would be all right with it, because you're not saying smoothies in general.
If I made it myself, I had more control over what I put into it. So it would be better, because I wouldn't put like mango and banana together and pineapple in it, and no.
Yeah. Apparently there's still an echo. I don't know how to fix it. Hopefully it'll just disappear.
Hang on. I can try and turn myself down a bit.
Yeah, I've turned my speakers, and I've moved the mic away a bit to see if that helps.
And I pressed echo cancellation.
I didn't hear you there.
Oh, there we go. It's gone.
Oh, good.
Oh, no, it's back.
Oh, no. Oh, well, hopefully we can manage through it somehow.
We'll just go. We'll go with it. Yeah. So that's my free.
Okay.
Tequila drinks, licorice, and bottle smoothies.
So the tequila rose, like as I said, I've never heard of that before. It doesn't sound very nice. So I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think I would choose to drink it. However, I sense a story for why you don't like it. It may have been a drunken night of some description.
Yeah.
Was that?
With an X as well. So that was a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I can understand why that would. And although normally I would say, well, that's your own fault, essentially, with the drink. You know what I mean? However, because I know I wouldn't like it, I'm not going to save it anyway. So it's licorice drinks. Like I said, I like licorice, but the licorice drinks sound weird to me. I wouldn't want licorice in a drink form. It just is strange. So I've got no reason to save that. Moved on to the bottled smoothies. I do like these. I don't drink them very much. I think there's loads of choice in what flavors they are. You know what I mean? And what's in them. You can even just get like strawberry and banana. You don't need like... there is quite a few exotic ones, and then some that have like random bits of cucumber in or whatever. I don't know, but so yeah, I'm gonna save the bottle smoothies because they're innocent. Bum. Really bad joke, that one. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna save those because I do like one now and again. And
Lovely.
They're probably full of crap, really, though. Even though they're meant to be good, they're probably full of. Do you know what I mean? They're probably full of sugar and God knows what. But yeah, I'll save the smoothies. So, people of the chat, do you want to banish tequila rose? If you do, type rose. If you want to banish licorice drinks, just type drinks. It's easier, isn't it? So, rose or drinks. So, yay, save the smoothies and monkey smoothies. Lady made it funny. Wasn't really funny, Lex, so that's the problem. Hi, Anne. Yeah, I thought there'd be a massive amount of sugar in them, KP. Banana and beetroot. Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Right, can I work out how many? No, probably not. Gonna have to count it, Anna. Hi, Kelly. Oh, that goes right up there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a tequila rose or tequila rosé that is banished. So you can banish that memory of your ex too. We'll allow that.
Lovely.
Go the whole thing.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Yeah. All right. So next category I have is things people do.
Yep, I've got that as well.
Good.
Okay, number 1, get in the way.
Right.
It happens every week at the car boot. People just randomly stop in the middle of a row and have a chit chat right in the way.
Okay.
And you've got a sort of barge past, some more ass to go past. Just move your conversation to one side, go and sit down. I'm constantly in a rush. I like to be in a rush. I like to move very quickly. So people
Yeah.
getting in the way really winds me up.
So is
So
that
got to
just
get rid of them.
mainly at the car boot this happens, or are you talking like if
Oh no, like
you
charity shops as well and supermarkets with the trolleys. They put the trolley somewhere in the way, and
yeah.
yeah, just people need to be more considerate, I think, in life and realize that they need to remember where they are. If they're in the middle of somewhere, move to a side or go
Yeah.
somewhere else and have a chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
just that in general, really. And then
Okay. And your second
number
choice?
2 is be fake. I cannot stand fake people. Cannot stand people who have a fake personality and then you learn that they have a completely different personality, behind your back. And
Hmm.
yeah, I just don't like fake people. I much prefer people who are very realistic, to the point, sometimes not very nice, but I prefer that because they're being honest. I
Yeah.
prefer honest people than fake people. So fake people can go in the bin. And
Okay.
then the third one is jumping to conclusions too quickly. I do not like people who jump to conclusions really, really quickly without hearing both sides of an argument or a difference of an opinion. They just
Yeah.
instantly jump to conclusion and it just winds me up.
Right. Okay. So people getting in the way. I totally understand. I think I sometimes have the issue with the wheelchair is because I'm not in the eye level height of most people. I don't get seen, which sounds really weird because I'm hard to miss. But yeah, there'll be standing in the middle of a path or whatever, or in the aisle, and I can't get past, and the two engrossed in their chat that they don't even hear us because normally I'm like, excuse me, and I try and nicely say it, you know what I mean, kind of thing. And I mean, most of the time they're like fine by it. It's just, yeah, it's just like annoying though, frustrating. So
And
I
it's and
get
it's
that.
when they respond really badly, like you're inconveniencing
Yeah,
them, but they're the ones in the way.
yeah, and I've had people do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like where they've gone, oh, we need to move. You know what I mean, or stuff like that. And I'm like,
It's like,
it sounds a
yes,
bit like
yes, you do.
arsey. And I'm like, well, you haven't got the whole space. You know what I mean, type of thing. In
Yeah.
Tesco, you could have gone in the cafe if you want to go and chat, go and sit there. I'm
Yeah,
not agreeing
go
with
sit
you,
down,
but
have a chat, get
yeah,
a coffee.
it's annoying.
Don't just stand in the middle of the milk aisle having a chit chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so being fake, yeah, totally annoying. If you aren't who you are, like it, just I can't stand it. It's just really frustrating because you can't keep it up. You can't pretend to be something you're not. It always comes out in the end, and I hate that all like sort of our slippiness that people are like sometimes, and then as soon as like you're not there, it's like they'll whisper about you and bitching. I can't be asked for that. Like I'm like 46, not 5. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah. So Yeah, being fake is definitely one. And jumping to conclusions. Yeah. Well, I get that a lot. You know what I mean? Like with things, you know what I mean? I think they don't think I have issues with my legs. I think they just think, oh, I'm in the wheelchair because I'm fat. You know what I mean? So that's like people just jump to that conclusion. Like, and sometimes I catch people like sort of looking at us as if like, and they do this sort of awkward smile, um, which is weird. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I'm like,
it's the whole thing with hidden disabilities, isn't it?
hmm.
People always jump to a conclusion, but they don't actually know the bigger picture.
Yeah, like they assume that like they've spoken to my daughter and not to me before. And then this one woman in the till in Tesco, she pointed out that she was speaking to me, and like she went, I know some people don't speak to the person in the wheelchair because they think that they can't and she made it worse. She made it so much worse, and I was like, shut up, please,
No.
shut up, please. She didn't, but like yeah. But
Wow.
yeah, people just jump into conclusions in anything. Doesn't matter whether it's about your relationship, about your sexual state, it's whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna save any of them, so I'll let the chat decide. So if you want to banish people getting in the way, then put away. And if you want to banish people who are being fake, put fake. And if you want to banish people jumping to conclusions, put jumping. So this, yeah. So away, fake, or jumping. Anyway, can we banish all of them? It's Andrea saying. I know we should be able to, shouldn't we? It would be really good if this like was actually something we could do. You know what I mean? So I think it's kind of between fake and jumping at the minute. Yeah, a few people wanting to ban all of them. I think it's looking a bit more people jumping to conclusions. Stephen likes fake people. Okay. Yeah. You're going to go jumping. Right, I think people jump into conclusions it is. So we shall banish that. Okay. So moving on to the next category, I have places. I know you've missed
Yes.
one somewhere, but I'm not really sure
I've got
which one.
places too.
Okay.
Okay.
So your first choice?
Bingo halls.
In your accent, it sounds like you're saying bingo halls. Bingo halls.
Oh.
Is that why all of the older people go there? Because
Yeah.
people who go to the bingo. Wait. So it's halls, bingo halls,
Halls.
halls. Okay, bingo halls,
Halls. Halls.
halls, halls.
Yeah, I went for the first time with Lex and Carla, and I just didn't get it. It was very empty, a massive, great big room, literally no one in it, and it just was just so slow and dull. And I mean, nowadays you have like a little like an iPad thing, and it
Yeah,
automatically does it all for you, so you can just sit there and do nothing. So I don't really see the point of having the bingo hall when you can just do it at home on a computer or a phone.
yeah.
Like, and they're so outdated. They need an update, and they smell, and no,
The
no,
smell.
get rid of them.
Um, yeah. Okay, I'll leave that for now. Moving on to your next choice.
Okay, I've kind of merged number 2 and 3 together, so I don't know how you want to split it up. So if I explain, you might be able
Okay.
to work it out. I've
Okay,
put
we'll have a go.
posh shops in shopping malls that are always empty and no one ever goes in them. So I don't know if you want to put posh shops as 2 and empty malls as 3 or something.
Okay. So posh shops
Yeah,
and then
like our
empty.
local. Mall has got probably like 25 really posh shops. Like we have a Tesla showroom. No one's ever in
Okay.
there. We have a designer sunglasses place. No one's ever in there. Like, why are they there? Why are they open?
Yeah.
Like, I don't enjoy going there. No one else seems to enjoy going there. It's just a waste of space. Surely it could be closed and like we really need like a Wilco or a Primark, but instead we get all these really rubbish, expensive shops.
Shops.
Shopping centres, people who call shopping
Shopping
centres
centres.
malls.
So yeah,
But it is a mall. It's
I'm
called
with
the
Kelly
mall.
because I'm with Kelly. I call it a shopping centre. Because we have the bridge. Ours is called the Bridges. It's a Bridges shopping centre.
Ah,
Plus, I wouldn't say
ours is
mall. I'd say mall, but that's just because of my
mall.
accent. Mall.
Yeah, I mean ours is very much like an American mall. It's all indoors. It's just like one big building.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd
I
get rid
mean,
of those shops.
ours is quite small, like in Sunderland, but just outside of Sunderland, there's one in Gateshead called the Metro Centre, which is like the biggest thing in Europe, supposedly. I've been, but not for a long time. Anyway, right. So let's get into this. Empty shopping centres, malls, whichever way you want to say it. Yeah, it's like they keep. I suppose it's like ours because when I think about it, all the nicer shops are in there. Well, most of them are. There's not loads of posh shops to be honest, because it's Sunderland, but we do have like the more high street places and the more chains and things like that. They're all in there. Whereas like on the outskirts of because our town centre, city centre, there's like more of the like Wilco. We have a Wilco and a Primark, and like I don't know how many pound shops. Nobody needs that many pound shops, but we have quite a few. So yeah, like if they're empty, there isn't any point of them. But I think they do look nice, and to have them is kind of in one place is better. But I understand that there needs to be a sort of variety of shops, I would assume, rather than just too many of like the posh things. But then I guess it depends where you work, where it is and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they supposedly cater for the area. Well, you would think, wouldn't you?
That's the thing. They don't though. The one I want about doesn't cater for. It's more of a like a standard working class in that area, but all the shops are like 100, 200 pound items. So yeah.
Okay. And then moving on to the posh shops themselves, I don't I've never. I mean, what constitutes as a posh shop? Are we talking about something that is just like expensive? Are we talking about stuff that's not really needed and like do arty-farty and a bit ridiculous?
I'd say like a bit overpriced arty-farty. It's like the Tesla showroom or the
why do you
Swarovski
need
crystal jewelry shop, which no one's ever in.
what?
The
Lex would
designer
be in there,
sunglasses hut. No, Lex likes Vivi Westwood.
Yeah, but she likes.
Would she be in it?
I can't even say it. It's Skarachki. So it's Skarach. I can't say it. I don't even gonna try.
I can't pronounce it either.
Why is it such a hard word? It's really bad, that, isn't it?
We've got like there's a white stuff. There's like a sea salt. It's all really fancy stuff. There used to be there's an Cath Kidston there as well. There's an Apple store, John Lewis, M&S. There's like 10 shoe shops with all designer shoes in, because we need 10 shoe shops apparently. Like some of them are just not needed, I think.
Yeah, I think we could do with less of them. I have to admit, like, it doesn't. Yeah, it's not necessary in, and I suppose, like, depending on where you live, it needs to cater to the people, and if it isn't,
Yeah.
then that's not good. Um, Also, they're moving on to the bingo halls. I love that. It it's I've never been to bingo, to be honest, like a proper bingo
Yeah.
place. I've done bingo in the local club, back in the day, whatever. Like, most people has, I guess. Um, I suppose if you haven't literally got anything to do when you don't need, you're just sitting there watching it. As you said, you could do that from home. And does there need to be a really big place? Like, it used to be a huge thing, but then if there isn't the bingo hall, where will all the bingo halls go? I mean, what we're going to do with them? You know what I mean?
Go into the betting shops.
Oh, right. Let's send them in the
Maybe.
Well, we have loads of them. Don't know about anywhere else, but we have loads of them and all. So I suppose,
Yeah.
yeah,
But they could make a bingo machine in a betting shop or something.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Free up some space.
Um, yeah, but I need to experience it. I can't like. So I'm gonna have to save it. I need to save it to experience it before I could
Yeah.
allow it to be banished. And also, someone's got to stick up for the bingo ladies, the Blue Rinse Brigade, who go there, don't they? I
Yeah.
don't mean
Every
Lex by that.
Wednesday. You don't mean next?
No.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to save the bingo halls. Bingo halls.
Okay.
Bless them. Because like I said, I need to test it first before I can surely know if it's right. So I'll let the chat decide. Empty malls or mall, as you said, or shopping
Mal.
centres, as I say. So empty, whatever. We'll put mal because it's Josh's Spanish bin. So if you want to banish empty malls, then put mal. And if you want to banish posh shops, then put posh. So yeah. Lexi's Blue Rinse. And then Lexi's put, it's where I get my style tips. Bless her. Okay. I think it's going to be posh, in it? There's quite a few. Hello, maybe. I said that, and then there was a few more for... Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 9, 10, 11, sorry. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's posh shops. Just
Yay.
the posh shops get it by 1. All right. So moving on to the next category, I'm going to ask you what you've got. What have you got? Because it might be easier.
Food.
Right. So it's things people say that's not there. That's what I've got next.
Bear with. Did I write it on this? I've got 2 lists.
Okay.
Not that one. Oh, okay. I do have my things people say on this list. Here we go. I found it.
All right. So what's your first one?
The first one, I assume we could use phrases in this, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. How you like.
The phrase, oh, you know. Well, I clearly don't know. That's why I'm asking. You go, are you okay? Oh, you know. Well, no, I don't know. That's entirely why I'm asking you if you're okay. I don't like that phrase. It doesn't answer my question. It just makes me more annoyed.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second one is when people go, It will be fine in kind of a patronizing tone when something clearly isn't going to be fine.
It will be fine.
Yeah, in a patronizing tone.
What does it sound like in a patronizing tone?
So, like, let's say you're bleeding to death, and they go, "Oh, it'd be fine." You know, they do that thing of the wrist. "Oh, it'd be fine. It'd be fine."
Yeah.
It's like clearly
So like
not.
sort of sweeping it over, even though it's like kind of an
Yeah,
emotion.
kind of like sugarcoat a bad situation or something. Like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. And then the last phrase, which I got reminded of today or the weekend when Lex and Carla are around, and it's the phrase "salad cream doesn't go with lasagna."
All right.
That that
So
is
I'm
things
guessing
people
this is
say.
a saying that Lex and Carla say
Carla
to
say,
you.
yes, that is a phrase I never want to hear again. Salad cream doesn't go with lasagna because it does go with lasagna.
It doesn't go with lasagna. Well, even if you had salad too, does that still
Yeah,
count?
yeah, you
You
would
had
just put the salad
lasagna.
cream on the salad and the lasagna. Just squirt it all over.
Maybe I wouldn't put it over, but I do. I am a lover of salad cream. Like I'd rather have salad cream than mayonnaise. So like, and I love salad cream with chips and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I'd probably eat it actually.
I draw the line. Me and Carla were out for breakfast once, and a lady asked for salad cream with a fried breakfast. That's where I draw the line. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, that was a bit
Salad
weird.
cream on a bit of bacon doesn't sound good to me.
No.
But yeah, salad cream on lasagna, it works. And if you say otherwise, it needs to go in the
Yeah, I
bin.
think I would. I think I would like it actually. I think I've never had it.
It's the sweetness of the salad cream that works with the tomatoey flavor. It's really nice and cheesy and yummy.
Hmm. Carlos saying I would be fine with him putting it on his side salad next to his lasagna, but not on top of the lasagna. I have to admit, like I wouldn't put it on top of the lasagna. I
Oh
would
yeah,
put it
on
at the
top,
side. I
on
would
the
still
cheese.
probably eat it with the lasagna, but I wouldn't put it on top, if that makes sense.
And
Just
notice how Carla's appeared once I've mentioned that.
she was alerted.
Yeah,
Salad cream
salad cream or
alerted.
lasagna, what?
Yeah, it was an alert. Okay, all right. So we've kind of covered the salad cream doesn't go with the lasagna thing. I think it does. I think you're all right. I wouldn't, like I said, wouldn't necessarily put it, like squirt it on the top of. But if I had a
Mhm.
bit of lasagna, a bit of salad cream all in the same fork, that's fine, not a problem. So yeah. Um, People who are like patronizing and say it'll be fine, and then kind of like yeah, that's annoying. I agree.
Yeah.
Um, so I totally agree on that. It's nothing to say of there. Um, and oh, like what did you say? Was it kind of if you ask them how they are and they go, oh, like,
Yeah,
well,
like
no, I
how's your
don't
day
know. That's
been?
why I'm
Oh,
asking
you
you.
know. Yeah, it's just that whole it doesn't answer my question.
Yeah.
That's why it winds me up because I then have to go, no, I don't know. Like,
I think people assume that you take it as like you're just plodding on, you're just getting on with it.
yeah, like
It'll be
mixed
fine.
feelings.
Yeah, that kind of thing. But like as you said, it doesn't exactly answer your question. Um, so nothing to see of here. So I'll let the chat decide. If you want to banish all then put no in the chat. If you want to banish it, it'll be fine. Put fine in the chat. And if you want to banish salad cream doesn't go with lasagna, put salad. So no, fine, or salad. Josh, you promised me you would banish gravy. He
I
can't
can. I
next.
had
He
some
had
today.
some on his dinner today. You had some? You
Only a
don't
little
usually
bit.
have. Did you
I
like it?
like a little bit of gravy, not
Mm.
gallons like some people have. Just a little bit is fine.
Yeah.
Just enough to sort of, soften like the potatoes or something, and that's it.
Yeah. I think it's between salad cream thing and fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it will be fine. That's the one.
Lovely.
It's going.
My
So I'm
salad cream
afraid.
is saved.
Well, they're still going to see it basically.
Yeah.
You're still going to get it every time. Okay. So, the next category I have is food.
Yes. So the first one is avocados.
Okay.
I don't like the taste of them. I don't like the texture, and they're also rather bad for the environment. They consume a lot of water, so no to avocados. And I don't get the whole fad of smashed avocado on toast, which is apparently a millennial breakfast. It sounds disgusting. Smashed avocado on toast. I don't really want to try it.
Yeah.
No, no to avocados. The second one is Turkish delights.
Perfumed chocolate.
Perfume and jelly doesn't go together. No matter how much chocolate you put on it, it's still vile. Okay. And then the
Okay.
third one, I've kind of split into two, because I'm kind of torn between which one to pick. I've put rocket or the like really fancy salad dressings they put on your salad in pubs, like your French dressing or your vinaigrette. I don't like them either.
So are you going
So I'll
for?
let you pick, Lainey. I'll let you pick. You can put rocket or fancy salad dressings.
Is rocket the one that
It's
tastes
peppery and
peppery?
bittery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that then because I don't like I don't
Okay.
like pepper. So rocket lettuce. Is it the one that's like sort of weeds from the garden? It kind of looks a bit
It looks, yeah,
weedish.
yeah.
It looks like someone's cleaned it. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Just gone to the back garden and cut a bit of, weed. Oh.
I don't know why, but I wrote Turkish gravy, and I meant Turkish delight, but I literally wrote Turkish gravy on there. I think I must have read something, or someone was talking about a gravy boat, and I think I read it from there and wrote it. All right. Okay. So avocado, I totally agree with you. I think exactly the same. It's disgusting. Its texture is vile. I didn't like the taste, but it didn't really have one to be much of a taste.
I don't
To
think
be
they do have
honest,
any taste. It's
not
just
really.
mush.
It's just the horrible. So yeah, totally agree. Turkish delight, also totally agree. It's weird. It's perfume jelly. It's like someone got, well, I was going to say when you were young, but you still are young. But
I
like
still am.
the jellies you used to get back in the day that the ones with like the cubes that like my mum would have made. You know what I mean? It looks like someone's got one of them, like soaked it in Zaflora and then covered it in chocolate. That's what it's. That's what it is to me.
Yeah.
It's vile.
Especially
I
the
don't get it.
lemon one. I agree with you on the lemon one. It's
Well,
like
I
lemon
haven't
floor
even
cleaner.
smelt that, but yeah, just the one in general. I'm just not a fan. And then yeah, as we mentioned with the rocket lettuce, I don't like the peppery lettuce, and it does look a bit like someone's just grabbed a handful of weeds from the garden and stuck it on your plate. Like years ago, we used to give, I think it was called chickweed or something. We used to give to our budgies, and it used to grow in the garden, and that's what it reminds us of. I think that's what it was called, chickweed or something like that. Anyway, so people, I'm not saving any of them obviously. So people of the chat, if you want to banish avocado, put avocado. If you want to banish Turkish delight, put delight. And if you want to banish rocket lettuce, put rocket. You can decide. We'll see what the decision is. A few for avocado there, a few for rocket.
Yeah, a few of them voted above, so they need to revote. Yeah, they have to pop it back in again.
Yeah, pop it back in, whatever your vote was, because I'll miss it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hi, Jason. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's rocket. Rocket it is.
Good choice.
Yeah. So that's now banished.
It's gone. Whoosh.
Exactly. All right. So the next one I've got is things people wear.
Yes, I have that as well. So let's read from my notes. The first one is platformed shoes, and I mean like chunky wedged platforms, like boots, like moon boots or something.
Yeah.
I don't get them. I don't understand them. They look a little bit silly. Let's get rid of them.
Were you like from the 70s in a former life or something?
Maybe.
Okay.
And then my second one is coats in the summer. We saw someone today wearing a coat in the summer. Like, coats should just be banned in the summer or in hot weather, let's say.
In the summer.
Yeah, it's just, why would you put a really chunky coat on when it's boiling hot, the sun is glaring down? And then the last one, which drives me insane, is socks and sandals.
Yay.
I did get my hair cut, Carla. Sorry, I just saw her say that. Like, it has been cut.
All right. So, okay, starting with socks and sandals, totally agree. If you need to wear socks with your sandals, then you don't need to wear sandals. You need shoes on your feet. That's my viewpoint.
Yeah.
I think it looks weird, and yeah, it looks like
the whole point of sandals is to let your feet breathe. Putting socks on kind of just defeats that purpose.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. A coat in the summer. That word. Can't say coat now because everyone goes quote, and it's the same. Anyway. So yeah, coats in the summer. Maybe someone. It depends, I suppose. If it's just a lightweight thing, I suppose it's not so bad. But if someone's got like a full-on duffel coat in the middle of like a heat wave, like you'd be like, what?
Well, today I think it was a younger lady had like a proper full-on winter fluffy coat on, like a furry kind of thing on.
Maybe she just feels the cold. You know what I mean?
It was boiling hot. It was like 28 degrees.
Yeah.
And there was no wind, so I don't know. Maybe. I just don't
Maybe.
get it.
Maybe she just doesn't. I don't know. God knows what it is. And then the platform shoes, not something I would wear. Don't understand how people can walk in them for a start, but
Yeah,
it
agreed.
just reminds me of the 70s, like back in the day, that kind of thing. But none of these I'm going to save, so I let the chat decide. If you want to banish platform shoes, type shoes. If you want to banish coats in the summer, type coats. And if you want to banish socks with sandals, type socks. So, what about people with minging hobbit feet? Surely they should be made to wear socks when done in sandals. I think they should just keep their feet covered, actually, like
Yeah.
proper shoes.
Proper
Yeah,
shoes.
proper shoes.
It looks like socks and sandals is going.
Yeah, a lot of people not liking that look. So it shall be banished.
Lovely.
All right, then. So the next category I've got is celebrities.
Yes. So, my first celebrity isn't very well known to most people. They are a book author called Matthew
Okay,
Haig.
right.
Um, they have produced a few books. I think one's called In the Midnight Library or something like that. Um, he's very, very vocal on many issues in the world, but he's always vocal in a very negative way. Never seems to have anything nice to say or anything positive to say. So I want to get
Hmm.
rid of him because if you can't find any positivity in life, is it worth, you know, talking about? Talking about the
Yeah,
negatives all the time really isn't any good.
doesn't know.
So he can go in the bin. The second one,
Okay.
I think most people would agree, is Lawrence Fox, the absolute lunatic who ran for London mayor and is just rude. I want to say he was sexist and racist, but he's just not a nice person.
Okay.
So he's my number 2 pick. And number 3 is going to be very controversial, but
Okay.
J.K. Rowling, because she
Ooh.
is anti-trans. The way she speaks is very anti-trans. She says she isn't, but the way she comes across to the LGBT plus community is anti-trans. She is a TERF, we would describe her as. So she
Mm.
has to go in the bin.
Okay. Hmm. I don't know who Matthew Haig is.
That's probably a good thing. Don't worry.
Um,
He's on Twitter a lot.
but I didn't like a negative Nelly, as it were. So yeah, I'm not going to save him. So don't know him anyway. Um, Lawrence Fox, I do vaguely remember some bits in the news, but to be honest, he's an actor. I kind of yeah. I just know of him as an actor, but he's not. I'm not bothered that I'd need to save him. J.K. Rowling, obviously, Harry Potter books is a big thing. I don't know her views about things like that. Like, I didn't realize she was like that, which surprises me because I always thought she was quite, I don't know, open with a lot of stuff.
Like I said, she says she isn't like that, but if you read what she's saying, it sounds very much like she's anti-transgender. She's against transgender people having
Mm,
their rights, basically.
yeah, which is wrong.
Hmm.
All right, so I'm not saving anybody. I'll let the chat decide. If you want to banish Matthew Haig, just put Matthew. If you want to banish Lawrence Fox, put Fox. And if you want to banish J.K. Rowling, put J.K. And so Matthew, Fox, or J.K. and we shall see what happens. Lawrence Fox has his own party now. The Tories didn't want him.
Yep, they kicked him out. That's how bad he is. If the Tories don't want you, you know you're doing bad.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like JK. Oh, and a lot of foxes. I just saw that and then it all changed. Want to make me count this thing, didn't I? Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think it's Lawrence Fox.
Good choice.
Yeah. Lawrence Fox it is then. Okie dokie. So the last category is random mix. Did you do this one then? Or is this the
I've
one
got some ideas in my head. There's one I'm definitely gonna
Oh well,
want to put
that's
in the
fine
Banish
then.
bin.
All right then. So what was the first thing?
Okay. I'm sure you've all seen the news of these protesters blocking the motorway recently, getting in the way. And I'm also sure you've all seen Extinction Rebellion doing their thing. I want to banish that kind of protesting. Just the inconvenience, the nuisance, the causing criminal damage. I don't agree with that kind of protesting. I think it's very much not helping them get their message across. So that has to be
Right.
banished. That type of protesting.
Protesting that causes damage. Um, or affects, because I suppose it affects not just the protest to try and not
It
just
affects
the
everyone else.
affects everyone
Mm.
else as well.
Like
Okay.
they're saying in the news today, a woman who was stuck behind those who were protesting on the motorway is now paralyzed because she didn't get to hospital in time. Like
Jeez.
that. I mean,
Yeah,
so
that's
yeah,
terrible.
I agree with their message. I understand there's a climate crisis and that, but protesting in that way won't get them anywhere. And there was a YouGov poll. I know YouGov is very controversial, but the YouGov poll said 86% of people don't like them because of what
Mm.
they do. So they're not getting themselves anywhere.
No, well, yeah, it's it doesn't help. I don't think either. It's one thing peacefully protesting and all of that sort of thing. Um, I suppose, as Lex says, it doesn't get listened to, but surely there's got to be other ways of doing it. Yeah, and Stephen saying peaceful protesting isn't newsworthy. Yeah.
Mm.
I suppose there's got to be a way of there's got to be another way though, surely. You know what I mean?
I mean, they say it's not newsworthy, but look at when the anti-vaxxers marched through London peacefully. They got all the news coverage they needed, and all they did was marched. So, the Black Lives Matter protest, that was peaceful. Most of it was peaceful march. That again had the news coverage. So I think it's the issue is with the media, not the actual method. I think the media is the one hiding things. But yeah, I just want to banish that type of protesting. We could get into this in another video.
Yeah, it's one of them
A
things,
big,
isn't it?
yeah.
It's one of them things that like you can look at it from both sides, and it's kind of yeah.
Does my number 2 and 3 have to kind of match the first, or can they be slightly
No,
different?
it can be whatever you want it to be. It can
Okay,
be
the
from
second
any
one
category, even your own.
is I'm going to put bad/slow drivers.
Okay,
I don't
bad.
understand why people drive so slowly when there's a speed limit there for a reason. Like,
Yeah,
I had an issue on the motorway the other day, someone doing 45 on a motorway in a slip road. Incredibly dangerous, going to cause an accident. It drives me mad, and I'm sure it drives other people mad.
yeah.
Bad drivers. And
I
then,
don't. I don't
oh, go on.
drive.
Yeah.
And so if somewhere is like a 40-mile zone, does that mean you have to be near enough 40 without going over it?
Yeah, like 35 to 40 is fine, but when you're doing like 20 and a 40, that's when I get a bit moody.
Right. Is there any law for that thing? I'm just asking because I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, as in, like,
think the police. I think the police can do you for dangerous driving if you're going too slow.
Oh, right, okay.
If you go too slowly on a motorway, the police will definitely pull you over and give you a ticket for dangerous driving because you are a hazard, doing incredibly slow speeds.
Yeah, that's understandable. All right then, and your last choice?
People who constantly ask questions, constantly, like one after another, like repetition, just question after
Yeah,
question after question after question after question. It's like I personally hate being asked constant questions. I don't mind the odd one or two, but I hate being barraged with question after question after question. And they're all different. They're all different questions. Nothing's, the same.
yeah, but at least about you and your life. Is that what these questions are? Are you just like questions and randomly, or
kind of, but it's happened if when I did have a normal job, I used to get harassed by customers with question after question after question about my job and what I'm doing, and it's just like I don't really get paid enough to stand here and talk to a
chit-chat?
Karen, like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just
I can understand that it can be quite frustrating.
like it could be any question, personal questions, questions people shouldn't be asking you about your love life or your sex life, those any question that you would kind of feel uncomfortable being constantly asked.
Everyone's asking you questions in the chat. What questions, Josh? Why is that, Josh?
See, that didn't trigger there for a second. I'm just answering it normally.
What do you mean, Josh?
But yeah, I used to have some really rude, nosy customers back when I had a normal job asking about your love life. And, it's just like, really? You're asking me that?
Maybe it's just like some people have maybe not very many people. Maybe going to the shops is the only people to see, essentially. So, like, that could be why, and they just make chit chat. You know what I mean? That kind
No,
of
to me,
thing.
that's a conversation, though. Asking a
Yeah,
question is just constant, and there is no conversation.
but
So it's
that
like me
depends,
going,
because if obviously they ask a question and then you answer it, but it's kind of like yes or no, then there's no conversation. So then if they ask another question, do you know what I mean? I was always taught that, like, there's never, like when people used to say, oh, like ask a question, and it's like they'll say, oh, it's a stupid question, or sorry, it's such a stupid question. People always used to say to me was like, there's never ever a stupid question, because you need, you know what I mean? It's like it's better that you're asking stuff, I guess. But maybe it's more like
it's the constant questioning. I don't mind the odd question every now and then, but it's like 20 questions in like 5 minutes. Like, why? There's no need for it, especially the type of questions they're asking, which they don't actually need to be asking.
Jason says that's me. That's me in the bin then, because I've been asking him questions all stream. Yeah.
I could answer then. But yeah.
So a barrage of questions.
Yes, a barrage of questions. Let's do that.
Is it a barrage or a barrage? I don't know.
I think barrage.
Normal. Yeah, something like
that.
Let's
do barrage. It sounds better.
It does. It sounds fancy. We'll go with that. Kelly says, just answer, oh, Okay, so I get what you're saying about. I don't agree with the violence and the stuff like that. I think there's probably ways, but I understand what they're saying, that it needs to be big enough or cause an issue so that it is newsworthy for people to actually hear. I get that, but when it comes to sort of violence, damage, that usually happens to people who are caught in the crossfire, which isn't fair. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna save it. I'll let the chat decide. Obviously, bad or slow drivers. It doesn't really bother me because I don't drive, but I can understand that would be an issue if someone were driving too slow, and frustrating if you were behind them for a long time, especially.
Yeah.
And though I think I wouldn't banish questions as such, but I can understand that if someone is just constantly firing a question at you, after question at you, after question at you, and if like my person, if I'm asking someone a question and their response is a very one answer, or you know what I mean, or I don't know, or whatever, my thought is, well, this person doesn't want to talk, so therefore I'll stop asking them the questions. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like.
But some people don't. Some people just keep going on and
Yeah,
on and
yeah.
on.
But I could also see it as that some people might just be looking for like someone to talk to because maybe that they haven't spoken to anyone or whatever. But yeah, you're not to know that, I suppose. So, people in the chat, if you want to banish protesting that causes like damage and maybe violence included in that, then you can put protest. If you want to banish slow drivers, then you can put drivers. And if you want to banish like repeated questions, constant questions, you can put questions. So protest, drivers, or questions. They're trying to get to the bottom of Josh. Right, we shall see what they choose. Okay, go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's the extreme protesters then, the ones that cause violence or damage, the ones who are violent or
Yeah.
cause damage. Yeah. So that is what is gone.
Lovely.
Okie dokie. So have you enjoyed it?
Yes.
That's cool. I'm pleased.
I hope my answers were okay. It was a bit like,
Yeah,
what do I
of
put for this
course.
one?
No, they were totally fine. And I'm sure
Lovely.
lots of people will be sending you messages with lots of questions and
About lasagna and salad
and
cream, yeah.
lasagna and lots of other things. I'm sure that'll happen now.
So
That's
I'm
what
gonna have
people.
spaghetti bolognese in a minute with salad cream.
Okay, you might be taking it too far now, Josh. You might be taking it too far. Just kidding. It wouldn't bother me. Um, I don't agree with that outcome. I'm going to super glue myself to the screen. Okay, you do that. We'll wait for you to dissolve
You do
off.
you, Stu. You do you.
You do you. Like I said, oh dear God, I'm assuming that was at the salad cream on a spag bol thing.
Yeah, Lex doesn't like it.
Does that mean we can't go looting now? Angry protesters in the bin. Yeah, that means
No
that,
looting.
Jason. No looting.
The shops didn't do anything wrong.
No. But yes, thank you very much, Josh. That was cool.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Don't forget, everybody, that Josh's description. Josh is not describing. Describe Josh in the description box. But I have put his link for his channel. So if you are not subscribed, which you should be, then please click the link and go over. And you can ask him all the questions you want if you want.
Yes.
That is, you might not answer, but it's worth try. But yeah, next week I have Dave from ABL Reselling. I don't know him very well, but I'm sure it'll all be great. And then I'll be having a week off because it's my dad's memory. And then I'll be back the week after with Ashley from Paper and Twine. Then I need to find someone for the last week. And then the week after that, it'll be me. God, that's it's flew over. Really has. Really has.
You've done well.
It's really flew over. I'm going to bring it back next year so everyone can come back, because every time anyone's done this, they've always gone, oh, I forgot to say this and I forgot to say that and I forgot to say the other. So I'm sure that will happen.
I'll do gravy next year.
Oh, right. No worries. Might not get in. It depends what you put it with. Anyway, I will be, I'll be back live in about half an hour. So I think I've got it down for 9:15. So go and have a cigarette, a drink, a wee, a poo, whatever you want. Don't know why I said that, but and I shall catch you all later. So bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.